Was this the century's most mesmerizing marriage, or the glossiest brand reboot a billionaire ever staged? When Amazon founder turned space mogul Jeff Bezos and Emmy-winning pilot producer Lauren Sanchez shut down Venice's Grand Canal on June 27, 2025, the world didn't just watch. It scrolled, gasped, argued, and refreshed. Water taxis stalled like traffic in a gilded aquarium. Paparazzi flashes ricocheted off 16th century marble, and social feeds pinged with every dress switch, drone shot, and celebrity docking. Yet in the glitter, a sharper question sliced through. Was this 4-day fairy tale proof of forever, or a billion-dollar masterclass in narrative control? Before we judge, we have to rewind to where the Amazon empire began. In the summer of 1994, a lanky Princeton grad named Jeff Bezos and then wife Mackenzie Scott chugged west in a '92 Chevy Blazer. Between gas station coffees, he sketched an online bookstore plan on the backseat door he'd later bolt to sawhorses for a desk. Friends called the idea cute. Wall Street shrugged. By 1997, Amazon was public, and by 2013, the shy CEO's net worth was climbing so fast business journalists measured it per hour. For 2 decades, the Bezos household raised 4 kids in relative quiet. No red carpets, no late-night memes, until the age of total transparency crashed the gates. January 2019, the National Enquirer plastered Bezos' intimate texts with TV personality Lauren Sanchez across supermarket racks. The messages, allegedly hawked by Sanchez's brother for a cool $200, K, triggered stock jitters and late-night punchlines. Bezos roared back, publicly accusing rival publishers of blackmail, flipping the story from saucy to sinister overnight. The internet birthed the nickname Love Drone, a nod to Amazon's delivery fantasies and Lauren's pilot license. Quiet Genius became Tabloid Tornado, and an A-list helicopter pilot stepped into the light. Lauren Elaine Sanchez fought childhood dyslexia in El Paso, read LA Morning News by 23, and cameoed in blockbusters like Fight Club. Marriage to talent super agent Patrick Weitzel brought Hollywood Rolodex power. A helicopter license let her found Black Ops Aviation, filming movie car chases from the clouds. Admirers call her fearless. Detractors mutter networking in stilettos, while dissecting rumored cosmetic tweaks. Either way, Sanchez knows how to command a headline, and Bezos, restless in khakis, was about to stage his own transformation. Gone were pleated chinos, in-strode suede jackets, mirrored aviators, and biceps sculpted by 4 AM celebrity trainer circuits. Magazine covers framed him in velvet, cowboy hats, and space-age jumpsuits. Fans cheered the glow-up, cynics muttered midlife crisis chic. But the rebrand was strategic. Blue Origin rockets were launching, philanthropy summits looming, and a diamond-bright engagement was brewing on the 417-foot super yacht. Think midnight champagne on a Seine houseboat, a private Dior salon takeover, and a secret Eiffel Tower mini-concert for a guest list, blending Kim Kardashian, Katy Perry, and Eva Longoria. Instagram roared alive. #billionaire Bloomcore trended as Lauren switched outfits faster than the algorithm could curate. Each carousel post sparked the same suspense. If the Bachelorette looks like this, what fresh opulence will the wedding unleash? On June 27, 2025, Venice's lagoon brimmed with lacquered mahogany taxis, ferrying 200-plus mega guests. Oprah, DiCaprio, Tom Brady, Kylie Jenner, Rihanna, even Queen Rania of Jordan. Blackout curtains shielded palazzo courtyards. Drones hitting geofences were zapped down by security AI trained to recognize paparazzi lens length. Local media dubbed it a floating Met Gala, while activists unfurled 20-foot inflatable crocodiles outside, chanting about over-tourism and climate hypocrisy. Hours before vows, Bezos pledged €3 million to lagoon preservation groups Corilla, UNESCO's local office, and Venice International University. Supporters hailed the gift. Critics called it pocket change next to Amazon's carbon footprint. The debate intensified as reports surfaced of 90 private jets landing for the celebration, spewing emissions equal to a small town's annual output, according to green groups. The streets rang with chants of prime shame, but the mayor touted economic windfalls for gondoliers and hotel staff. under a canopy of 30,000 white orchids. Inside San Giorgio Maggiore, Lauren glided down a mirrored aisle in a custom Dolce & Gabbana lace gown inspired by Sophia Loren, its 15-foot train held by her sons. Mid-reception, she pivoted into a crystal-studded Oscar de la Renta mini. Rumor counts clocked 27 outfits across the weekend. Luxury met sci-fi. Invitations hid NFC chips unlocking VR tours of Renaissance Venice, narrated by an Alexa voice clone of Bezos. Dessert? 3D printed Blue Origin rockets bursting tiramisu spheres under liquid nitrogen plumes. Lawyers whispered about a fortress-grade prenup guarding not just Amazon stock, but future Mars colony revenue. Industry analysts noted how the guest mix, Silicon Valley titans, Hollywood icons, royalty, resembled a Davos seating chart in evening wear. Each selfie, every fashion recap, drove brand equity. Amazon stock ticked upward in the week after as Prime Day hype collided with wedding buzz. Podcasts debated whether centibillionaire marriages now double as marketing activations. One influencer quipped, "If the Great Gatsby got fiber optic Wi-Fi, this is the reboot." TikTok split screens contrasted Bezos' yacht decks against flooded Venetian alleys during Aqua Alta season. Climate warriors stitched the clip with emission stats. Luxury fans defended the trickle-down glamour fueling local wages. Reuters tallied 48 million euros in projected tourism revenue, while The Guardian blasted disingenuous billionaire behavior. Business Insider trend pieces framed the wedding as proof that we've entered a second Gilded Age, where visibility equals currency, even at the risk of backlash. Yet amid the noise, Amazon's valuation nudged higher, reminding cynics that controversy can still convert to clicks, carts, and cash. So where do we land? Maybe Jeff and Lauren scripted history's most lavish love letter, a Renaissance postcard steeped in orchids, VR echoes, and orbital ambition. Maybe they orchestrated a $50 million spectacle, knowing every protest sign, every meme, every paparazzi squawk would amplify brand buzz. In truth, they likely achieved both, because in 2025, influence isn't just dollars in a ledger. It's how long you keep humanity's thumb hovering over the scroll bar. Venice will rinse away rose petals, but hashtags linger like canal mist. Your verdict matters now. Timeless romance or 24-karat distraction? Sound off below, because the story isn't over until the comment section decides how history remembers this glitter-soaked chapter. Venice hasn't taken a full breath since the last crystal ember drifted off that billion-euro firework arc. 72 hours after Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's 4-day Fantasia wrapped, Italian newsstands are still wallpapered with gondola-length headlines, TikTok can't decide if it's Team Fairy Tale or Team Fraud, and luxury data analysts are crunching numbers no Renaissance merchant ever dreamed of. The opening salvo? A fresh tourism ministry impact study that claims the wedding pumped a jaw-dropping 957 million, yes, almost a billion, into Venice's economy once you factor in free global media exposure. That shakes out to roughly 56 million euros per guest if you're doing yacht math at home. But that avalanche of visibility has a second price tag. Local activists, emboldened by Greenpeace's 20-foot inflatable crocodiles, say the €3 million thank you Bezos sprinkled on lagoon charities is petty cash compared with the carbon plume left by an estimated 90 private jets and dozens of diesel-guzzling support vessels. Protest banners still flap from balconies reading, "Prime Shame," and "Earth can't fit in your cargo hold." One protest leader told the Associated Press, "It was donated after our descent. Such a sum for a magnate is paltry. Even the celebrity bubble is fracturing." A Hollywood A-lister, whose name outlets are redacting but whose initials set gossip forums on nuclear, dropped a ruthless podcast rant calling the ceremony Gatsby fan fiction for the algorithm. Bezos and Sanchez are reportedly livid, dispatching PR teams to calm the ripples before they swell into a full-blown tide. Entertainment lawyers whisper NDA reminders. The unnamed star's Instagram comments have already turned into a digital food fight. Meanwhile, financial pages are marveling at an irony thicker than Venetian hot chocolate. Amazon's market cap nudged higher the week after the vows, buoyed by a Prime Day campaign that cannily leveraged the wedding's halo. Analysts say the search term Bezos wedding dress code pushed a spike in Amazon luxury fashion traffic, while Alexa queries for Venice trip packages skyrocketed 340%. The company declines to confirm whether the timing was intentional, but veteran ad execs are pointing to a textbook case of event piggybacking, where cultural chatter is algorithmically recaptured and remonetized. Cultural critics frame the spectacle as Exhibit A in what Business Insider dubs the new Gilded Age of ultra weddings. Unlike the secretive ceremonies of yesteryear's industrial barons, today's centibillionaires embrace public opulence as a soft power flex, and social media is the stadium. Visibility itself is currency. Every drone shot of Lauren's 30-foot lace train is another deposit in the attention bank. Yet historians warn that the original Gilded Age was followed by antitrust crackdowns and populist upheavals. The bigger the banquet, the louder the calls for reform. Then, there's Venice's own existential dilemma. City officials bask in the cash surge, gondoliers booked solid, boutique hotels boasting Christmas-level rates in June, yet residents fume over unaffordable rents and day-tripper crowding. Environmental scholars at the Lagoon Research Consortium, Corilla, co-recipient of the Bezos donation, say rising sea levels will swallow those euros unless bold climate measures outpace over-tourism. A single wedding bought us maybe one new floodgate, one researcher sighed, but the water keeps coming. Politicians now juggle the optics of courting billionaire largesse while drafting stricter emissions rules for mega yachts. So where does the ledger settle? On one side, nearly $1 billion in economic value, scholarships promised by the Bezos Earth Fund, and Instagram memories that will sparkle in perpetuity. On the other, fresh proof that opulence can ignite class war flashpoints, and a city already sinking under history's weight, asked to carry another gold brick. The couple themselves are back aboard Kourou, reportedly plotting a low-orbit Blue Origin jaunt to mark their honeymoon, though flight manifests are hush-hush after the jet backlash. Your move comment section. Is this philanthropic fairy tale still paying dividends, or are we applauding a spectacle sliding toward dystopian pageantry? In Venice, the rose petals have been swept, but debate still swirls like lagoon mist, reminding us that in 2025, the real after-party isn't on a yacht. It's on your feed, where every like, share, and side-eye fuels the next billionaire headline.